Yo, I'm Dr. Cool, about to unleash the power of BYD U7. Now, I've driven my fair share of cars in my time. However, it seems the smartphone makers in the world has been watching from sideline how the automakers have been putting out gimmicks features in cars and getting praised, and they are pissed off because the features I have witnessed different smartphone companies equipping EV recently is sending old players into unforeseen relegation, thereby perceiving EV like U7 like existential threats to their existence. This is no joke, fellas. The bombshells I will be unleashing in this video may be draining pool of Tesla market and sending fear into mechanics' hearts, as this is unlike anything ever seen before. Which isn't my intention. What if this car could sense a ghost crossing the road while driving? That's definitely concerning, as this car isn't just a technology on wheels. No, U7 BYD is like sorcery on wheels. Yeah, you heard me right. Cars that would make your hair stand on end, cars that could outrun the sound of their own exhaust notes. But every now and then, something comes along that rewrites the rulebook. Something so ridiculously advanced it makes you question if it's actually arrived from the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the BYD U7. This isn't just another electric car with a fancy badge and a hefty price tag. This, my friends, is a rolling testament to what happens when bleeding-edge technology meets automotive ambition. We're talking performance figures that would make a supercar blush, technology that borders on science fiction, and a level of luxury that would make a sultan feel underdressed. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deep into the belly of this beast. We'll explore its mind-bending features that disrespect your hypercar, private jet, and European luxury brands, dissect its performance capabilities, and I'll tell you exactly why the BYD U7 isn't just the future of electric cars, it's the future of driving, full stop. Buckle up. Right, let's talk numbers, shall we? This thing has not one, not two, but 4 electric motors. That's right, 4, one for each wheel. Combined output over 1,300 horsepower. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's more power than sense, and you might be right. But trust me, when this thing unleashes all those electrically charged horses, you'll be too busy grinning like a lunatic to care. 0 to 60 miles per hour? Try under 3 seconds. That's quicker than you can say, electrifying performance. Top speed north of 160 miles per hour. And because each wheel has its own dedicated motor, the U7 boasts something called torque vectoring. In layman's terms, it means the car can send exactly the right amount of power to each wheel precisely when it's needed. The result? Grip that would shame a gecko on a glass ceiling. Cornering that feels like you're on rails. And an overall driving experience that's so exhilarating it should probably come with a health warning. Now forget your fancy air suspension systems. The BYD U7 comes equipped with something called Dissus X. This, my friends, is not just suspension, it's sorcery that males science and technology blush, looking like a toys. This intelligent hydraulic body control system reads the road ahead and adjusts the suspension in milliseconds. Potholes? What potholes? Speed bumps? Mere ripples in the tarmac? You could drive this thing up a flight of stairs and barely spill a drop of your Earl Grey. But it's not just about comfort. Oh no, the Dissus X also keeps the car flatter than a pancake during hard cornering. No more body roll, no more feeling like you're going to tip over. Just pure, unadulterated driving bliss. Remember when parallel parking was a test of skill, patience, and the structural integrity of your bumper? Well, those days are gone. The U7 has something called God's Eye parking, and it's exactly as bonkers as it sounds. This car can park itself sideways. It can rotate 360 degrees on the spot. It can even drive diagonally. And it does all of this automatically with more precision than a Swiss watchmaker. Tight parking space? No problem. Congested city streets? Bring it on. The U7 laughs in the face of parking nightmares. Four-wheel independent rotation, this changes everything. Now here's where things get really interesting. Remember those 4 independent motors we talked about? Well, they also allow each wheel to rotate independently. Yes, you heard that right. This car can move like a crab, turn on a sixpence and pirouette like a prima ballerina. But it's not just about showing off. This technology gives the U7 unparalleled maneuverability. Need to squeeze through a tight spot? No problem. Want to make a U-turn in a phone booth? Go right ahead. This is the automotive equivalent of having your cake and eating it with extra sprinkles on top. Moving object detection safety on steroids. Safety is paramount, even when you're driving a car that's smarter than your average astrophysicist. And the U7 doesn't disappoint. This thing is absolutely bristling with sensors. LiDAR, radar, ultrasonic, you name it, it's got it. But here's the clever bit. The U7 doesn't just see what's around it, it understands it. It can track moving objects, predict their trajectories, and even anticipate potential hazards before they happen. It's like having a sixth sense, only better, because this one doesn't involve seeing dead people. However, I am quite unsure if can't sense witch or ghost crossing the road and stops. This will another thing to worry about, as this will leave driver and passengers on board stocked if not faint. Interior Serenity, your personal oasis. Step inside the U7 and you're greeted by a level of luxury that would make a Rolls-Royce blush. But it's not just about plush leather and fancy gadgets. Oh no, this is about creating a sanctuary of calm in a world of chaos. Remember that Disus X suspension? Well, it also works wonders at isolating you from the outside world. Road noise? What road noise? Bumps and vibrations, non-existent. And then there's the active noise cancellation, which ensures the cabin is quieter than a library at midnight. Now, I know what you're thinking. This Clarkson chap is all about driving pleasure. Surely he doesn't approve of self-driving cars. And you'd be right, I don't, not usually. But the U7's autonomous driving system is different. This isn't some half-baked attempt at taking the wheel away from you. This is level 3+ autonomy, which means it can handle most driving situations on its own. Highway cruising, lane changes, even navigating city traffic, the U7 takes it all in stride. And the best part, it does it all smoothly, safely, and without any of the jerky movements that plague other autonomous systems. Let's talk tech, shall we? The U7's cabin is basically a spaceship disguised as a car. You've got a massive touchscreen display that controls everything from the climate control to the ambient lighting. Then there's the augmented reality HUD, which projects vital information directly onto the windshield. But the real star of the show is the AI assistant. Yeah, you heard me right. When you hear Michael Jackson's song titled You're Not Alone, U7 merge that lyric's technicalities with practicality and make it a reality. This isn't just some voice-activated gimmick. This is a full-blown artificial intelligence that learns your preferences, anticipates your needs, and can even tell a joke or two. It's like having your own personal butler, only this one doesn't judge your taste in music. Now let's address the elephant in the room, range anxiety. Nobody wants to be stranded with a flat battery, especially not in a car this impressive. But fear not, because the U7 packs BYD's revolutionary blade battery technology. This means you get a range of up to 500 miles on a single charge. That's enough to drive from London to Edinburgh and back without breaking a sweat. And when you do need to top up, the U7 supports ultra-fast charging, which means you can juice up from 30% to 80% in less time than it takes to have a decent cuppa. Let's be honest, you don't buy a car like the U7 to blend in, you buy it to make a statement. And trust me, this car makes one hell of a statement. From its sleek aerodynamic silhouette to its futuristic LED lights, the U7 is a head-turner in every sense of the word, but it's not just about looking good. The U7's design is also incredibly functional. Those flush door handles, they improve aerodynamics and reduce wind noise. The hidden cameras that replace traditional side mirrors, they provide a wider field of view and look damn cool doing it. So there you have it, the BYD U7. A car so advanced, so luxurious, and so downright impressive that it makes everything else on the road look like a horse-drawn carriage. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. A statement that says, I embrace the future. I demand the best. And I'm not afraid to stand out from the crowd. The U7 is a glimpse into a world where cars are more than just machines. They're intelligent companions, technological marvels, and rolling works of art. And frankly, I can't wait to see what the future holds. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a certain electric beast. And this time, I think I'll let it drive. While I seat back and enjoy the ride,